Okay, we have arrived. It don't seem to be too bad where I am. In this non-electric pitch area, there's only 2 other people. There's a tent and a car with a roof tent. The field beside me, that's got quite a few vans and whatnot on, but where I am, beautiful and quiet. I like this. Managed to wedge myself under some trees, so a little bit of shade, and hopefully it won't get too busy over the weekend. But yeah, it'll make a nice change coming here rather than the other one. Anyway, let's get set up and start relaxing. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to spin the van round and have it right against the trees, a little bit further into the shade. So basically the sliding door is going to be facing this way, and I'm going to be tight up against them shrubs and trees in this area here, and then there'll be a lot more shade then. I'm not too worried about the solar panels not getting enough charge. I mean, there's more than enough for me to utilise over the weekend, and I've got my power pack. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to swing it around and get a bit more in the shade, I think. It would seem I've wasted my time. I've put the sun canopy up, and now it's gone really cloudy, almost storm-like. Be nice to have a bit of rain, but none's forecast at all, but be nice to have it. I'm just sat outside on the step of the door, and I'm cooking myself a spaghetti bolognese, but it's going to be cooked with penne rather than spaghetti, because spaghetti for me, I'll just get in a fucking mess. So I'm gonna do it with pasta. Just as nice, just as good, just as simple. I just put Netflix on as well, and I see Heroes is on there, and I watched that when it first come out, and I loved Heroes, absolutely loved it. Well, the first couple of series, and then it just drifted off into nothingness. It just, yeah, it wasn't good towards the end. But yeah, I started watching that again. I forgot how good that really was. I mean, I won't watch all the series again, because like I say, they lowered their quality as they went on, but the first series is pretty fucking good. Give it a watch, see what you think.
I'd like to congratulate you as an honorary firefighter.
Good morning. One of the fantastic things about this site is that it's got a rubbish bin. Silly as that sounds. The other one, you have to keep your waste with you and take it home, but this one, there's a bin right by the entrance, and that helps no end. Anyway, it's just gone 8 o'clock in the morning, and had a really good night's sleep, and I'm just going to go for a walk down into the town and then have a little amble down by the canal. Hopefully it should be relatively quiet. Time will tell. I've said it before and I'll say it again, this is one of them places I could walk around hours on end and just keep filming, because it just looks fucking beautiful. It really does. But the camera probably does it no justice whatsoever. But oh yeah, I love it here. I love it here. Feeling really good today as well. Feeling really good. I've got supplies with me. I've got some almonds and some drink to keep replenished, because it's still a hot day. Not too bad though, and it's not that busy. Fair few dog walkers, but that's fine by me, because I get to say hello to a lot of dogs, and you know, that brings me a lot of joy. So having quite a good day so far. That is still one of the best noises I like to hear. Church bells. Brilliant. Used to hear that every Sunday morning when I was a boy. When I used to live in Peterborough in Cambridgeshire. Used to hear the bells every Sunday morning, and it was just nice. And now, I don't hear it so often, but when you do, triggers a whole bunch of memories from the past. Such a beautiful noise. I love it, especially on a day like today. I haven't done this walk since about March time, I think, and now everything has changed. Everything is scorched, and the grass has gone all like straw. They're obviously not cutting it, they're just letting it go wild, which is cool. Anyway, I just wanted to talk to you now about being back here and how my feelings and things have changed. So the last time I was here, if you go back to some of the earlier videos, you'll see I was walking around here and feeling sorry for myself and upset and not knowing what to do for the future. I was trying to become a bit more positive, but couldn't quite get there. But now I'm walking around this area and into Hertford like I did yesterday, up and down the canal. I had no problems at all, no feelings on the past, and everything just felt fucking different. And the same goes for today, being out here. I do remember walking around here feeling sorry for myself and depressed and whatnot, but I'm not that way anymore. I'm enjoying it, you know. I'm enjoying its beauty. It's just, it's lovely. It's a lovely place to be, and it's not triggering me in a way that it used to, you know, with my head hang down, like, you know, feeling fucking sorry for myself or any of that. It's completely different now. I'm happy, I'm contented, I'm doing what I love, I'm walking shitloads, I'm just enjoying myself, you know. It's good, and it's a positive thing, you know. I know someone left a comment for me a few days ago saying because I've started to see someone, they said about waiting until I get fully over my ex. Now, the way I see it, what I'm telling myself and the way I feel, I already am. I'm already at that fucking point. I don't think about it. I don't think about my past. There's no real triggers. I know that there's an important day coming up, which was my wedding anniversary, but it's just another fucking day. That part of me, right, that existence, that married life is now been put aside, and I'm looking towards the future. Yeah, and I really hope you can see that, because that's what's happening. I'm happy, I'm content, and we'll see what transpires from seeing somebody else. If it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I'll keep moving forward, but I'm okay. I'm okay. The past is in the past now. I've put it to bed, and now we'll see what happens. So trust me, I've got this. I think when you come out the other side and when you realise that you're starting to heal, there's like a weight lifted from your shoulders, and you just feel better in a way that you can't explain. You know, you're no longer thinking about the past so much. You don't feel as low or as lonely or hopeless or worthless. You know, you begin to feel stronger. You get more confident and assertive. Sometimes you get a bit of a reality check, you know, and you do lose that confidence. But for the most part, you sort of transform into something new, something better, you know. And for me, you've seen what I did. Walking, eating a little bit better. Not that it looks like it, but you know, eat a little bit better. Doing more things, doing the therapy, doing some talking, getting on here, communicating with you guys, speaking to the people via email, you know, just doing some stuff. But most of all is doing what I want, when I want, with fucking who I want, with no one to answer to, no one to criticise me. I can be me. And that helps so much you wouldn't believe. I think what else you got to understand is, if you're going through a breakup and you're still hurting, you've got to do what works for you, and not take everybody's advice. It's all the advice out there. I've researched it high and low, you know, on the internet, loads of videos, TikToks, and you name it, I've looked it up. Professionals, I've fucking spoke to so many people. It is unbelievable, and everybody's got their own take on what you must do. And I could list all these things until I'm blue in the face, but you've got to find that one thing that fucking works for you. Whatever it is, whatever gives you a little bit of joy and makes you a little bit stronger in that mind, you've got to do that. You've got to focus on that. You can't always go by what people tell you, because everybody's different, you know. And I'm glad that I found my way. I'm glad that I've come out the other side, you know. And I wish I could help all the other guys, but I think I'm asking too much there. There are people that get in touch with me about a little bit of guidance, a little bit of help because of what they've gone through. But the way I see things, you know, being outside and camping and just pushing forward is not everybody else's cup of tea. Sometimes you got to find your own thing that makes you happy, whether it's fishing or driving a fast car or whatever it is. You know, go do it. Do them things that you wanted to do, you know, just to take your mind out of that situation, even if it just does it for a short amount of time, because eventually, if you keep doing it enough, you will get out the other side. Sometimes I think just how the phoenix rose from the ashes is what happens to men and women that have had their heart ripped out through going through a divorce or a breakup, you know. And eventually we'll work through it and come out the other side, and we'll rise up and be fucking stronger than ever. I like to believe that, and I think there's a good percentage of people that can get there as well, you know. They just have to work on it a little bit harder. I know people dwell on the past, and I know that's probably the worst thing you can fucking do, but you gotta let go, man. You gotta let go. Put the past in the past, focus on the future, and everything will be okay. Big respect to Bruce, by the way, with his weight loss and getting fit, and I see that you're doing weights now as well. So Bruce, fucking well done, mate. Fair play on you. I think you're coming on leaps and bounds as well, man. You really are. I follow your updates with your working out and your camping and all that stuff, and your time with family. You're doing a tremendous job. You'll be okay. I just want to mention my trip up towards Whitby. What I've done, I've booked the first week of September off, the Monday being the bank holiday, but I'm not going anywhere on that day. On the Tuesday, I'm picking up a van, and I've hired it for the week, really cheap, and I'm going to be heading up towards Yorkshire. Now obviously I'm going to be doing Scarborough and Whitby, Robin Hood's Bay, and any other English heritage sites in that area that I want to look at. I've got a sort of list out, and then I'm going to be heading back down to go to York itself. How long I'll stay there for, I don't know. It's going to be a few days, so I'll figure it out as I go along. You know, just book as I travel. If I can't get anywhere booked, I'm going to be sleeping in the van. Won't be the first time I slept in a small van, so it's going to be a little bit of a road trip, and I'm looking forward to it. Really want to get back into doing just a little bit of exploring again. Hopefully I'll feel okay, but we'll see what happens. But I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be fun. Definitely looking forward to getting up to Whitby Abbey, having a look at that, and going to Robin Hood's Bay, because that's meant to be extraordinary landscape to look at. So I hope we get a little bit of a Indian summer and the weather's nice, just a little bit longer. So yeah, it's going to be my first ever solo holiday, but it doesn't matter. I'm kind of looking forward to it because I can go where I want, in any order I want, with no time constraints, no reason to be pushed forward. If I want to stay a bit longer, I'll stay a bit fucking longer. Do you know what I mean? I can just do all the things I want to do, so I'm looking forward to that. The idea of just, I've got full control over where I go on my holiday. That's quite, not rewarding, what's the word I'm looking for? Invigorating, perhaps? Something like that. I can't wait to do the things I want to do. It's going to be quite exciting. I also heard on the news that the UK is thinking about putting on a direct ferry to Norway. Now I really hope this is true. I really hope this happens, because Norway is a place that I want to visit. It's on my bucket list, so if that happens, I'll be happy as pig in shit, man. I really will. Happy as Larry. camping weekend over. Before I go, I just want to tell you about what happened last night. I was sat outside for a while last night, just watching Heroes, and it was getting dark and cooled down. It was quite nice, actually, quite pleasant. And then just up the field a little bit, there was like this camping pod type thing, and there was a group of people, male and female, and they was all very posh, very well educated people. You know the sort, you know, the ones that talk really clearly. And if you've ever seen the episode of Only Fools and Horses, I think, is it the Jolly Boys Outing one? I think it's Jolly Boys Outing where Cassie's got her boss there. Is it her boss called Stephen, the one that says for sure after everything? You know, they were like that, and they were making me laugh, just the way that they were talking. You know, it was fucking brilliant. It made me laugh so much. I was just chuckling inside to myself quite a lot. They're nice people, no problem with them whatsoever. But there was a couple of the lads that were talking about when they went backpacking around Europe, and they had encountered this and this sort of people, and it was quite bizarre. And you know, just the way that they were talking was making me laugh so much. It was great, it really was. But anyway, yeah, I got sick of hearing them a little while later. So what I did, I went inside, put the iPad on, watching some Heroes, and then I was out like a light. I fell asleep on the bed with the door fucking open, with the lights on. And I very rarely do that. I don't know what happened. I must have been shattered last night, or I don't know, just relaxed or something, because I was out like a light. You know, it was amazing. Then I woke up with a bit of a shock this morning, realising, you know, what had fucking happened, and just laying there with the door open. You know what I mean? But anyway, it was good. It was good. It's sad that it's over. It is. I wish I could go back, to be honest with you, but there we are. Other than that, I'm sorry I didn't do any more recording. I could have recorded myself being in the van and watching TV and that, but that's not very interesting. Recording myself cooking, I haven't got the right gear for that. I film all this crap on a GoPro. You know, I haven't got stands and things to film myself cooking, and there isn't a lot of room in here so I can set a camera up. So that's why I haven't, you know. But I don't know, maybe in the future I will upgrade, who knows. But for now, that's it. I'll speak to you again tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Give me a like, and look after yourselves.